I like them.
No, last time we talked was at your Hollywood Star induction on the Walk of Fame,
Right.
which was
How
really
about
cool.
that?
And you told me when we talked right afterward, you were getting ready to go on an African safari.
Right.
So tell us about that. That was must have been a Al's big adventure.
I've been on safari before about 18 years ago, and it was great. Changed my life. So we kept talking about going back, and then my wife and I finally decided we went back. We went to a place called. We went to two places. One is Sinjita, Sinjita, and the other is the Royal Malawan, and they're in South Africa, and they're up near a place called Thorny Bush, and it's a beautiful lodge, and they take you out in the morning. It was just a ranger and a tracker, and my wife and I would go out every morning, 5:30, on a safari. We come back, and then we can go on a walking safari in the afternoon if we want. And then in the evening, around 3:30, 4 o'clock, we went back out again and stayed out till it was dark, and then came back. It was the best trip I ever had in my life. We saw every animal you can imagine in the wild. The only thing we didn't see was a cheetah this time. We didn't see any cheetah, unfortunately. And they're really rare in this part of Africa. But everything else, lions, lion cubs. We saw a giraffe with her baby, 1 day old baby, still had its umbilical cord. It was just an amazing trip.
Well, you mentioned
Elephant came right up to my wife. She was sitting in the car in a Range Rover, and he came up and he took his trunk and he just went like this, and then just went right down like that, smelled her, and walked off. We had lions come right up to us. I mean, it was just,
wow.
Yeah, it was amazing. The greatest thing about you learn, animals are not, the only time an animal kills is when it's hungry or defending itself.
Right.
Other than that, you would see elephants, giraffes, zebra, rhino, lions, all together in a field laying out, just nobody bothering anybody else, everybody enjoying their life. And to see the animals in their natural habitat, their colors, and just how happy they are there as opposed to a zoo. And, and these animals are so unhappy in zoos. They just don't have enough room. And they need room to run and play and all. They just don't really get that. So, and we're going to go back next year again. We went last year, and then we'll skip this year, and we'll go again next year.
Well, you said the first time you went 18 years ago, it changed your life.
It changed my life.
In what way?
It changed my life in the way I thought about animals and how they live with one another and how comfortable they are with one another. And
we should learn the lesson as humans,
right? Oh, my God,
right?
absolutely. We just don't. And it's insane. It changed my life just because you see them out there, how happy they are, and we're killing them. Guys are out there shooting lions so they can put a head on the wall, and killing elephants for tusks and rhinos for their
Horn.
beak, horn, for medicine and stuff. And it's just bullshit. It doesn't work. It's just it's like old voodoo stuff. And we got to stop doing it. And we're taking away more and more of their habitat. That was why the part of Africa we were in was so great. Because it's just wide open, and they have room to go, and there's water and little ponds, and crocodiles. We had crocodiles who were 5 feet from us while we were sitting there, and I mean giant crocodiles. I think I posted a couple of the pictures.
Yeah.
But it was, I don't know. Anyway, it's my passion now. I post a lot about animals and how we need to take care of them and how we should have more no-kill places, and you know, there are, I forget how many people who would be eligible to have a pet, and it's so many more people than there are so many pets out there, and yet we're still killing them and so forth. And you know, people don't take care of them, and so anyway, so that's my crusade. I'm all for keeping the animals safe and sound and happy.
Well, and kind of a nice segue, I suppose, would be to Hatari. Yeah?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw them out there, the rhinos running around, and yeah. And, you know, Hatari was all about them trying to capture rhinos to bring back to zoos.
Yeah. So Hatari was a great experience.
Absolutely. It was my first Grammy.
Yeah.
You know, so that was pretty exciting. I got nominated the year before for Breakfast at Tiffany. And Judy Garland from here beat me. Judy Garland at Carnegie Hall.
Well, it could have been worse.
Absolutely. So
pretty good company.
Right. So yeah. So the following year, I had Hatari and won. It was my first Grammy.
Yeah. Another
cool.
another early one I wanted to ask about was the Man from Uncle theme.
Oh right. Yeah.
Which
I did those.
It was like a huge cult thing for kids, you know, teenage kids like me when we were growing up.
Right.
And we loved the theme, and you know, my sister was a huge David McCollum fan. You know, all the girls wanted to jump on him.
Right then, right.
But you know, what was it like working on the theme? Tell me how that kind of.
Oh, it was great. It was we did it actually at the RCA Studios on Sunset and Vine, which is now a bank. It was the old NBC building.
Right.
It was great. It was, you know, was it Pete Rugolo?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pete Rugolo was the arranger. Was a great guy, and it was fun. It was really great. I got to meet the director of the shows, and you know, all the people who would come by. You know, like.
Did you meet the stars of the show?
A
Did
couple
they ever
of
come
them,
by?
yeah, a couple of them came by.
Yeah.
While we were doing it.
What was that like?
It was cool. You know, it's always nice to meet.
McCallum and Robert Vaughn?
Robert Vaughn. I didn't meet McCallum. I met Robert Vaughn came by. And he was very nice, you know. But I got to do that when we did Peter Gunn too, you know.
Yeah.
They all came by all the time, and yeah, it was.
Well, you did
cool.
a lot of film and TV stuff earlier in your career.
Yeah.
Before hooking up with RCA, right?
Well, I was with RCA when I was with RCA.
Speaking
I was an engineer there,
right,
and so we used to do a lot of TV and movie stuff.